you everything from breaking news,
President must know that this is a bad time for our nation. We must look for foreign support to save this nation.
world news, sport, music,
Girl, I just want me with you like I said.
and many more. To listen to our programs, follow us live on all our social media platforms on Facebook at Aloore Radio, Twitter and Instagram at Aloore Radio. You can also subscribe on our YouTube page on Aloore Radio. Make sure you click on the notification bell so you know when we are live. This is Aloore Radio, the voice of Oyo State.
Here we stand as a people with one song, with one voice. We're a nation undivided and poised. We will take us down.
Hello, good morning, everyone. This is Business and Life series, Business and Life series on Aloore Radio. Transmitting live from the GSM studio at the Ministry of Information and Orientation Secretariat, Agodi, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. You can join us on our social media pages on Facebook at Aloore Radio, on YouTube at Aloore Radio, and also you can visit our website www.aloreradio.com. My name is Shay Olale. I am from IT 360 Media Agency, and I will be talking about a very interesting topic this morning titled Digital Footprints. Yes, I mean digital footprints. There have been a lot of conversation around this in the last, let's say in the last 1 or 2 years about how information is being managed in the digital space. You know, some people call it digital privacy, they call it privacy and all of that. And so this morning I'm going to be exploring the pros and the cons and how to safeguard yourself in the cyberspace. So I'm going to take the cue by, we can't talk about digital footprint without talking about how the internet works. So I'm just going to give a short description on how the internet works, and we'll take it up from there. So everybody's using the internet. This service that we're using is connected to the internet, and that's why everybody can hear me. And I will give an analogy. Say we have 2-3 computers linked together and they're exchanging information here and there, and that form of exchange of information, or that structure, is what we call the interconnectivity of systems. You know, systems, it could be mentioned anything under systems: computers, devices, mobile phone, telephone line, radio antenna, you know, and so on and so forth. So it's an connectivity of different systems, and that's what makes. So when there is a connection or there is an interaction, there's something we call two-way handshakes, which simply means that if A is trying to communicate with B on the internet, A needs to know who A is, who B is, and B needs to know who is A, so that they can exchange information. So in the course of exchanging information, they've also exchanged certain information as well. For example, maybe you're trying to transfer something from your phone to your laptop. Your phone needs to know that it is your laptop, right? Your laptop needs to know that it is your phone. So when they connect together, there will be a form of handshake, two-way handshake. That means they've exchanged certain information, and that information can be revisited, right? So that's the structure of the internet. And how does this translate to what we do there? We connect through our mobile phone, we connect through social media, we connect through the website, and we connect through the map. So for example, on the internet, I mentioned interconnectivity or of different systems, and they exchange information. So why they are exchanging information? Certain information are being logged. When I say log, I mean certain information are being stored. For example, right now, let's say I am in one system. I'm trying to connect to Aloore radio system. As I'm making effort to connect to Aloore radio system, the Aloore system notes down certain information about me because I've already made an effort. Now, once I connect with Aloore radio, like right now that you're listening to me, you probably using your mobile phone to watch it on YouTube, or you are using your mobile phone to watch the live radio. Certain information are being logged. This information can be traced back. For example, for easy connectivity, when next you're coming to Aloore radio, your device has already know that, oh, you are going to Aloore radio, and this information that are being logged that your system has kept, right, is what we call footprint. So the footprint is majorly the trail of data. You get what I'm saying right now? So if you look at it closely, let me use internet as an example. Your internet history, if you go to the Aloore radio website for the very first time, certain information is logged. When you are going the next time, it will be faster for you to connect to the Aloore radio website compared to before. Maybe before it was just trying to trace the locations, like the normal when somebody gives you a description, right? You find it difficult maybe the very first time. Okay, turn to the right, turn to the left, turn to the. But once you know the place, once you're able to establish that connection, it is easier to find your way there easily because you already have the memory. So the same thing actually happened in the cyberspace as well, or online as well. So those information, they are called digital footprint. So when next your phone is trying to connect to something, it loads it very fast, right? You don't have to, it won't be very slow. So your internet history and browsing preferences present a large part of your digital footprint. So you are trying to access Aloore radio right now. They know that, okay, the IP address, the interconnectivity that you are using, your service provider, the information about your phone, the information about yourself, about the phone, because when you buy a phone, what do? You populate it with your information, it becomes your own. So all those things are the information that are being logged when you access any service on the internet, and we need to be aware of this. And this is the same information that the advertiser often use. They often use this information to show you advertisements. So suddenly, sometimes you just see some ad on your mobile phone. Okay, maybe this happens. I've actually had this several times when people say, I bought an Android phone after 1 month, and so I started seeing different adverts started coming to my phone. How did I come about this? I didn't subscribe to this. It's your footprint. They'll just follow your footprint to serve you, and that's it. That's the bottom line here, right? So the advertisers also, they use your footprint. So let's go down to search engine. Search engine runs on the internet. It runs on the model or the structure of the internet, which simply means that when you have interconnectivity of computers linked together, right, the search engine pulls information. We call it crawling. It pulls information from different computers. For example, right now, if you are searching for Aloore radio right now, Aloore radio only exists from this location. If you're searching for something on radio, maybe a keyword on radio, you will get it from different locations. That means the Google search engine goes around pulling the information from different systems and made it available for you. But if you now want in Nigeria, you can now add Nigerian to your search, right? While you are doing that, the search engine is also learning about you gradually. It's also learning your search preferences. Okay, what are the things that you look for? What are the things that you want? So these are some of the. So search engine is also storing part of your footprint. If you're the type that you are a social person and you visit social sites and all of that, you will always get information regarding that because you give the information to search engine. The more you search, the more it learns about you, the more it serves you. So that's it. So that's the structure. So and that has to do with search engine. So search engine might tailor results according to your browsing habits. You can see right now. So that habit is what the search engine had already noted over time that you do constantly. So if you search for radio every time, you get a lot of information around radio, right? Because it has noticed an habit or a pattern, and that's why you have been. So that is also regarded as your footprint. So those information, when you request and you request, it's learning and learning and learning, and you just use that information. It's like, I didn't ask for this and it gave me this. This thing is Weasel, is wizard. Is a witch. Or they are chasing me. You gave the information out and the search engine just modify it to serve you what you'll be needing next. So that's it. So let's come down to social media as well. So personal and professional social media platform, they use information in your digital footprint to improve your navigation experience, and this is pretty easy. Many times when we go to, majority of us go to Instagram. You just flip. Maybe you are the type you're searching for a number of celeb or every time, right? Instagram will start learning about that pattern. It will start storing information about that pattern, and it will be pushing content from those number of celebs to you. You can say, so you are being served. So if you search for quality things, you will get quality footprint content. If you search for negative things in the cyberspace, you will also get negative things. So it's just, it's garbage in, garbage out. It's whatever you key in that you get out. It's what you put in that you get out. So that's about that. So for website, also, I've mentioned this earlier, that when you visit different websites, or you use even your own website, maybe let's say set up a website for yourself, you're trying to connect with other things, they will use your information, right? The information, for example, right now, if you're going to Aloore Radio website for the very first time, I am convinced that you will see information about store the cookies. So when you hear the word cookies, it's not really a big deal. It only means that you are visiting Aloore Radio for the first time. If you click accept cookies, it will store information that pertains to you, right? It means Aloore Radio can serve you based on your cookies. And let me explain what that means in another word. Many times when you visit a website, certain information about you is locked, so it will be stored inside what we call cookies. So somebody can copy the cookies, or for example, some of us save password. You know what I'm saying. Some of us will just say auto save. Many times we just say auto save. Well, it is good for you, but it's also bad, right? It is good for you because you can remember easily, because maybe you are the type that you can't really retain password and username, and you forget, and you don't want to always reset. But the other side is also not good, in the sense that if somebody else is use your laptop, if you give your laptop to somebody, or somebody wants to quickly just log into your laptop or your phone to do something, they will have access to your password. Yes, it is the truth. So many times you may not necessarily accept cookies. You can say no, you don't want to accept cookies this time around, and your browser will not log their information, and you'll be fine. All right, so let me take it to the next one. The next one is map location tracking. I know a lot of us have issue with this, and I'm going to use this example. Say we want to locate where Aloore Radio is, and let's say Aloore Radio is on Google My Business. So I don't know whether they are on Google My Business, but if they are on Google My Business, if I am finding it very difficult to get to this location and I want to locate this place, all I just need to do is to go to Google and type Aloore Radio Ibadan. Once I put Ibadan there, it will automatically put me in under Ibadan domain. So, and once I click on, so let's assume that they have Google My Business. If they don't have, I encourage them to create Google My Business, because that will make the map work for them. So that connects to the map. So once I click on the map, it automatically directs my path to this radio station. It can't miss it. It's so accurate, right? Once you fill in the adequate information into the Google My Business. So you can see right now what I'm saying right now. I said when you fill in the right accurate information, it will not miss it. Okay, let me give this example. There was a particular client that I was trying to locate their office within Mokola, and the person that did the Google My Business pegged the wrong location, and I kept I kept going in circle, seriously. And when I located the place wasn't the exact office location. So I mean, you might want to also pay attention to that, right? So that is one of the things. Let me give another example. Don't let me use Aloore. Let me use, you want to buy let's say you want to buy turkey, and you want to find out where they sell turkey in this area. So what do? You go to Google. I said I want to turkey in Bodija, turkey shop in Bodija, or turkey shop in Secretariat or Agodi Access. The Google map will locate those that have registered with Google My Business, right? And once they click on it, what happened? It will lead the person, the seller, the buyer, to the seller, and that information has already stored your footprint. So when next, in fact, we are going to we are going to a stage in this world that when you buy pepper, when you buy turkey rather, you will be, something will suggest pepper. From pepper, something will suggest vegetable, something will suggest what it is mentioned is, and that because all this information have been fed into the internet, and this information that is helping us to make such decision is actually regarded as digital footprint. So the question you want to ask me is that, is it good or bad? But before I get there, I will quickly talk about two types of digital footprint. But did I mention that digital footprint is the trail of data you leave behind when you use it in internet? I have already given about 4 examples for the internet, for the browser, for the social media, and for location tracking as well. So all of these things, are they really bad? I don't think so. They are not really bad because it just make life easy. It's like ChatGPT right now. If I were going to the point where you just tell ChatGPT, please locate so person for me, and the information will just come like that. Very interested. So some people don't write again. Those that cannot write very well, they now have good write-ups because of ChatGPT. Or you just need to just paste it there and tell them that, okay, ChatGPT, please, can you help me redraft this? And it will redraft and you'll be fine. So what am I saying? So the information trail, the trail of data that you leave when using the internet is what we call digital footprint. And it includes websites you visited, the email, the information you submitted online. Some of us, we like free information. You know, free is not free in that sense. Yes, free is not free. There's a book on free. Free is not free, because when you are requesting for that service, they are collecting your email address, your phone number, your decision makers, whether you are the CEO, whether you are employed, they will get all those information, and those information will be used to serve you. They will use those information to give you service, and that's exactly where we're going. So before I start talking about different, okay, let me just talk about the how important. Why does your digital footprint matter? Your digital footprint matter because it represents your online presence and action. Every place that you go to on the internet is your the digital footprint. You see that footprint, the normal, like your foot, the picture, that's it. So if you go to where you are not supposed to go, it will log, right? And when it is logged, some things will start coming from there. You know, I don't want to be saying some things, but you understand what I'm talking about. There are some places that you should not go on the internet. When you go there, you get served, right? And that's how important it is. So you have to be careful where you go on the internet. So a digital footprint can be used to track a person's online activities and devices as well. So if you are not careful as well, right, they can use it. In fact, recently somebody said that they can use your digital footprint to track when you are home and when you are not at home. And some have taken advantage of that. They've robbed different neighbors. You know, they've run different places because of that. Because there are some tools, some application that you can use. If you speak with someone, you know where the person is. You want to find out whether somebody is at home, you first place a call across to that person. And if you have the tool, it will log it that this person is not at home. So if you have the key, you can go by and say, nobody will know that you are the one, except if that person has a CCTV camera. So we'll get to that point when everybody will have CCTV camera. If the government don't install CCTV camera on the streets, we'll put it in our various homes. So I think it's just high time to go on a short break, and I will be right back. Time here fast.
Actress on the beat.
Cause no one knows tomorrow. You know you know tomorrow, my brother. Tomorrow be they make you know there. So better use your head, oh. I beg you no go lose God to my brother.
Hello, welcome back. This is Business and Life series on Aloore Radio, transmitting live from the GSM studio at the Ministry of Information and Orientation Secretariat, Agodi, Ibadan, Oyo State. You can join us on our social media channels, Facebook at Aloore Radio, and on YouTube at Aloore Radio. And you can also visit our website, www.alooreradio.com. So welcome back. I have been talking about a very interesting topic called, my name is Oluwaseyi. I'm actually from IT 360 Media. I've been talking about a very interesting topic called digital footprints, and we'll be talking about I'm talking about the pros, the cons, and also how to guide against someone exploiting your digital footprint, or how to protect your digital footprint in the cyberspace. So I have spoken about what digital